I hope this video finds you all well today. That's right. What in the HELL are you all doing? But we're going to talk about it. But until then, go to thecurloasis.com. That's my website. I'll sit here and wait until you reach the website. Got it? All right. Now buy some products. All right. Let's talk about it. What are you all doing? Now, I hadn't been out of the house that much lately in large crowds because, number one, I don't like large crowds that much. But I do like to get out once in a while in a large crowd, especially, when I'm trying to teach my babies something, and show them the world. Now, me and my husband went out last weekend. No, it wasn't the weekend. It was on a Monday because, you can ditch really, really large crowds that way if you go out on a weekday. To attractions, that is. So we went out to an attraction and I was noticing something. Now, you all can say what you will, but I'm going to tell you this. Where are the black families? Now, I'm using this term, but I don't usually use this term, but a lot of y'all still call yourself black, so I'm going to use the term black. Indigenous too. Where are your families? I'll sit here and wait only for a few seconds until you all answer. Where are your black families? Now, I was out. I saw everybody under the sun together. I saw Chinese families, Korean families, families from overseas. They were speaking a different language, in our midst. Of course, Caucasian families. With the man, woman, and child. As a matter of fact, the Caucasian woman had about 2, 3, or 4 or 5 children. One in the stroller, one was in the stroller, she was pregnant, and 2 toddlers, and a man. Now, I turn and look at my husband because he knows when I look. And, I give him a certain look, he knows what's up. And so I'm just looking around, and this is a large area that we're spanning, that we're going up and down. I see even the white women with black men out with the children. Yes. My black woman said that ain't possible, but look, let me tell you, yes, they were. And my husband was looking, he was looking. But you know what? It seemed that we were the only American black couple there. I saw about 2 African couples, and one looked like they might have been from Jamaica. And he said, how you know? I can tell. I can tell the way you look. I can tell the way your facial structure is, your head structure, the way you walk. You can have your back turned to me, and you can have an American brother there, and you can have a Jamaican brother, or you can have an African brother. Those 3 walk, I can tell you who is who. You don't even have to show me their face. I can tell you who's who. And a lot of times I identify people just by their walk. I'm just like that, okay? All right. Everybody's not, but I can tell a lot of things. Now, I even saw them walking. And I'm like, this is an emergency. Where are your families? Now, when I did, now the black woman was out there. When I did see her, guess what I saw? Oh wait, give y'all 5-6 seconds to figure it out. That's correct. She was alone. And she might have had 2 or 3 children with her, but there was no husband to be found. Nobody holding the children, nobody helping her. She was alone. Now, I already know some of you brothers gonna try to come on here and talking about some, yeah, that's what they get. I ain't down for that crew, because I ain't here to destroy. I'm here to bring balance. It ain't about destroying. So you come on here, the wrong platform. Okay? There are several reasons why she's alone. Okay? Now, you know what I'm going to say, right? The art of war. Now, my husband and I, we got to get off in the corner. When the children was around, we was like, you know, this is bad. I was like, this is madness. Are y'all aware of what's going on, or y'all just don't care? Y'all think everybody seeing come right down? Yeah, yes you do. Yes you do. Mm-hmm. Somebody smile at you, you think everything all right. It's called the art of war. I am not affiliated with this author or this book any type of way monetarily. I just want y'all to get this down, okay? Get this down, okay? I even wrote a book myself, but I didn't even put my book on here, all right? I want you to get this because y'all got to get your mentals going. If you don't raise your mentals, you're going to be last within 100 years. You all have to raise your mental state of mind. Now, it's called The Art of War by Sun Tzu. I think I'm pronouncing that right. By Sun Tzu. This is an ancient document about how to do wars. And a lot of countries been using this very ancient document. But somehow y'all forgot about the art of war. Yes, everything seems nice and calm. Then, what did you do? You let your guard down is what you did. You can't afford to let your guard down. Because you've been conquered. It's just a matter of time right now. Because anytime anybody can get you at the family level, you cease to be the protector of your mother, of your bloodlines. You have failed. Now you can say, oh, that's what she needs to be off there by herself. Whatever y'all call yourself, red pill, whatever y'all call yourself. But you don't know what you've done. Or she doesn't know what she's done because she's been asleep. Now, if you cross over to another family, that's the family you have to uphold and protect. Man, that's the family you have to uphold and protect. You are no longer up under your old family once you marry. Whoever you marry, it could be another black woman. That's the family you have to uphold and protect. Because she's producing children from that bloodline. Yes, you're adding DNA. Yes, you're adding light energy. Yes. The light is the father energy. Earth is the mother energy and the moon energy. Okay? Now, that's who you have to uphold. You all been fighting too much lately. And you're not aware of how you're getting there. Okay, you got to start using your minds now. Come up out of the red zone. Come up out of the red zone. You got to get out of hell in order to get to heaven. You understand? All right, a lot of y'all into them lower cells. You're into too much sex, into too much dibbling, dabbling down there. So much so, y'all doing all kinds of crazy things. Y'all doing animals, y'all doing children, y'all doing something, everything. Get up out of there. Get up out of there. You have to get up out of there. And if you notice, so-called black people is going somewhere. We've been creating so much on this earth, cultures and things like that. Then, if you notice, we abandon it a lot of times. Let someone else come and get it and give them culture. So what do you think is going on spiritually with us? I'm going to wait about 5 seconds. That means you're done with all that dancing and hopping and inventing and all that stuff and doing all this physical stuff. It's time for you to go where? Up. Climb up to the heart. You got to get to the heart before you can get to heaven. The heart is going to balance between the physical and the spiritual realms, heaven and hell. It's going to balance you out. But guess what? Most of our people haven't even got to the heart status. You all don't even want to be in the heart status anymore. I hear you and I see you. Oh, I ain't giving my heart out to nobody. I'm just going to get married because he can take care of me. What? Your marriage is void. Void, void, void. Oh, I'm just going to marry her because she fine, she got a body, and she's some messer. What? Your marriage is void, void, void. Why? Because you didn't get married in the heart. So the good spirits wasn't in that. It's bound to take any type of turn towards the negative. You're supposed to be marrying from the heart chakra in the name of love. If you don't have love, you don't have anything at all. So now, I see some of you women out here talking about, I ain't coming out the house no more. I ain't looking at no man. I'm going celibate. You going what? That's a suppression of hellfire. So you're going to suppress it, huh? You know what happens when you suppress things, right? It comes back with a vengeance. Don't suppress anything. What you're going to have to do, you're going to have to accept yourself. Because a lot of times y'all going celibate because you've been out here running fast, swiftly, with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Now you're tired of it. And some of y'all probably done caught something that scared the chicken mess out of you. See? But going celibate is a suppression. You're going to have to face your dark side and come to a conclusion that, yeah, I've been down that road, okay? I couldn't control my fires in the lower self, which is hell, okay? And the ego's all down there, all that's hell. Ego, lower self, in sexuality all the time, trying to get joy out of the physical world when your joy comes from within. Okay, so you go outside and try to get all this sex to make yourself feel good. You're supposed to be going inside and get it. When you're supposed to get it from inside yourself. So what you can do is raise yourself spiritually. All right? And acknowledge that, yes, you've been down that road, and acknowledge what you want to do from here on out. And know why you're doing it. Okay? But just to suppress it, a lot of times that's a ticking bomb. But anyways, it's called The Art of War. Now I'm going to read a few passages out of this book. I think y'all think I'm playing with y'all. I ain't playing with y'all. This is an emergency. You don't have any families anymore. So what do you think is going to show up 50 years from now? 100. You can be erased out within 100 years. But you don't pride your own bloodlines. You don't pride who you are anymore. Did the media really destroy your self-esteem? Did the media really tell you you was that ugly? Did the media really tell you that you couldn't keep a man? Did the media tell you you was overly emotional and you started mocking it? Did the media really tell you that you ain't got a man and can't get one, and you believe it, and so it is? Did the media really tell you you was loud, stupid, crazy acting, and didn't have any sense, and you believed it? Then you fell for the art of war. Let that sink in. Because y'all ain't raising your mentals. And don't think, this is another thing I'm saying, don't think going to school is actually going to raise your spiritual self. It's not. It's just repetition of knowledge somebody else gave you. A lot of the times, all you have to do is memorize it. A lot of times you can't even question it or go against it, because I was like that. Yeah. You'll confuse the professors if you try to question the knowledge they're giving you for a test. Memorize it, you pass the test, you can go to the next level. But most of you all, if you have a degree, a lot of y'all stick your heads up in the clouds. Detached from the heart chakra, detached from the groundings of the earth, and you think you're all that. I'm getting somewhere here because I'm trying to tell y'all how this stuff is starting and how it's happening and how it happened. You got your head up in there, but guess what? I'm here to tell you, you only got one degree of knowledge. One degree. If you go and get a master's, you have 2 degrees of knowledge. If you go get a PhD, you have 3 degrees of knowledge. And y'all think y'all better than somebody. You think you're better than your cousin that never went to college. Now, a person that never went to college or dropped out of college can go get a good 33 degrees of knowledge and sometimes 360 on their own. Oh no, you can't. Who told you you need a teacher to study? Who told you these lies? Knowledge really comes from within. But all you're doing is going through the books you're remembering. Because all the books that you need to remember is going to show up in your life. A lot of us are detached from who we are. And that's why we fall for everything. We fall for every smile, every kind act. We think, they're singing Kumbaya with us. Now, let me go here and show you all some things. Page 16 on the Art of War. Okay, let's see what it says. Y'all gotta stay with me because I'm getting ready to show you how you got in this position. And y'all think it's a joke, all online, laughing. I ain't having no kids. Why you have no kids? And some of y'all say, oh, because I ain't got no money to. And if I have some kids, I gotta be rich. Yeah, well, raise your mind state. You can be rich. You're already rich. You just don't know it. You're already rich. You don't need another man to be rich. You're already rich. Okay? Now, page 16. All warfare is based on deception. Let me say this again to you all. All warfare is based on deception. While you're around here being all truthful, somebody's being deceptive. While you're walking around here thinking you the biggest, handsomest thing smoking made to man, which came out the black hole, let me tell you, warfare, all of it, is based on deception. Okay? Okay. So, if you know this, you would be in a higher mental state where you can catch it But if you're not in a higher mental state and you just down in hell 5. One day I'm gonna show y'all something. Okay, and because I don't think it's sinking in on a lot of you all, but one day I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about hell 5. So some of y'all down in hell 5, and on the weekend, waiting to pick up a book, is listening to the same plain old news, and still in fear. And you go on the same routines. I'm going out looking for me a man, or I'm going up to see if I can catch a chick. Okay? Still in hell 5. Don't want to move and grow. You're gonna have to face your dark sides, and I don't know how to tell you all this. You're gonna have to face your dark sides in order to grow. The plant has to face its dark side. The plant has to face the darkness of the ground before you can come up and even see the sun. I don't know why y'all think y'all are better. You run away from your dark side. You run away from all the pains of the past. The pains of the past, if you suppress it, it's going to come back and bite you. Okay? It's going to come back and bite you. You can't suppress pain. But you're going to have to deal with it and see it for what it was. And see if you can grow from it. The seed is in the darkness. But the seed uses the darkness to grow from the soil. It's time for y'all to be aware. But where your family's at? Okay, if you got a brother and you're a sister, put a heart emoji in the comments. Because I want to see where y'all at. And this is authentic. Where are you all? Where are your family? Where are your children at? Where are your families? Where are they? Okay? All right. And if you're a brother and you got a sister, put a heart emoji in the comments. Because I want to know that all is not lost. But how are you going to extend them bloodlines? And you ain't together. Y'all don't like yourself that much? You don't want a little brown child? You don't want a little chocolate child? What is it? You became color struck? A lot of that happened within the community. It ain't got nothing to do with the white man. A lot of y'all, that happened with us. Yeah. Happened with us. Within our family structures and lines. You know, daddy's telling the sons, don't you go with no black woman in the darker than the paper bag. Y'all doing it to yourselves. Stop telling your sons that. Stop telling your sons to go and ravage everybody's daughter so he can get a badge of honor. He has no badge of honor. He's destroying his community because that's the very womb another child has to come out of. And if you know anything about the womb soaks in the energy of the mother. So if you put bad energy in this woman's womb, and you know what I'm talking about, because when you lay down, you put your energy in that woman. And you're receiving hers. And when you get up and walk away, you're not really walking away. Because you never had no business laying down with her in the first place. You're taking on her spirit. Or a demon. One or the other with you. And if you go get 5 more, you got 5 more on your back. 10 more on your back. Y'all think y'all just get up and leave. It don't work like that. Spiritual realm don't work like that. Okay, everything is spiritual before it's physical. Now, you're going to lay down physically, but it happens spiritually first. Then you lay down physically. So when you got up, you want to know how you got a demon? Y'all ready? Okay, 5 seconds. When the venereal diseases show up, you done got yourself a demon. Because it starts in the physical, the spiritual realm first. It showed itself in the physical realm as a venereal disease. Think about that. See, that's why you got to go spiritual, so you can learn these things, that everything starts in the spiritual realm. While y'all around here thinking that that thing doesn't exist, it's where you came from. You always was and forever will be don't die. Y'all have become too afraid. Too afraid to exist. Literally. Literally. Let me calm down. Just kind of pissed about that. Okay? All right. Next one, page 17. Hold out baits to entice the enemy. Feign disorder and crush him. The art of war. Yeah, you basketball players. Once you get done playing on that, playing in the Coliseum, when you step out, we got some already ready picked women for you. Okay? So they're going to come in, make you feel strong, and work your ego to get in the door. They get in the door, they marry you. Bam! You've been caught. Just another melanated daughter, they ain't got no husband. But if you don't care, hey, you're going to have to guard the other side. You're going to have to protect the other side. You can't come back and protect mama. You swore when you married her to protect her and her family. That's what you're going to have to do. They hold out baits to you. Make you feel good and manly, like you the best thing smoking. Rub all up on your ego. And they come in, you're like, oh, you're so strong. And y'all just take it. Oh, you so strong, tall, handsome. Oh, you so dark and handsome. Oh, you take it. Came out my black hole. But now you want to disrespect the mother of where the child came out the black hole. Huh? I hear about it. Mm-hmm. You calling the parents of the melanated sons that you got the N-word, and the boy still goes off and marry you? Don't forget, that is my son. Don't forget, he's still connected. And don't you all forget, you still got magic then. Y'all forgot your magic. Been sleeping too long. Gotta wake up. You gotta wake up within. That's how you wake up and conquer. You ain't gotta do nothing to nobody. You ain't gotta go get no swords. You ain't got to go get nothing. But once you wake up within, that God inside of you, oh snap, somebody's in trouble. Peep that. So after they seen out their baits, they're gonna make things disorderly. They're gonna do something. Number one, you ain't got no families anymore. How do you let somebody come and rape your family? How do you let somebody destroy your very structure of existence in the physical plane? I don't care nothing about this physical body. Well, you got it for a reason. You're here for a reason in this simulation. You're here for a reason in the matrix, in mama's place. You're here for a reason. Light energy combined with the physical energy. Okay? Light and darkness combined. That's what you are. And you're here for some reason. So while you're here, don't make it bad for your future generations. Y'all just care about the now. You don't care about tomorrow. You don't care about nothing. It's good to only care about now, but you gotta know what's going on too in the now. Okay? Because if you don't have the now correct, guess what? The future ain't gonna be looking good. Okay, let's move on. Because Because y'all think this is a joke. I don't know if y'all don't like yourselves or what. But what the heck am I doing? Oh, and don't say, well, maybe you should have just went to another part of the city and then maybe you would have seen us. Well, I'm right there with you all. Now, look, I ain't telling you where I was, but I was right there where it's majority you all. Okay? But other people is coming to do some sightseeing. Now, I went on a long walk. We went on a long walk. Still, no sisters and brothers together with families. Not even as girlfriend and boyfriend. Even your children, your boys. No girlfriend. Don't think it hasn't hit home with me. My daughters and them come back and tell me and their cousins that they go off to colleges and stuff. Y'all, the black sons don't want them. Okay, these good girls too. I'm talking about good girls. So they busy chasing after Snow White. And so they're like, who we supposed to date? Now I'm in a dilemma. Because now my girl's like, I tried, mama, but the boys I be seeing, they like the whorish black women. What? I go off. This is what they telling me now. They like the whorish black women. Even the ones that be on the job. They say they go after the ones that like Shanae. The ones that got foul mouths and, and curse you out. I ain't saying nothing wrong with your energy, but I'm just saying they like loose women. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? And they leave the good girls right where they are because they ready to jump on something. But see, some of y'all still in the Christian churches and you ignore what's in your very Bibles. And it tells you, leave your mama, sons. Okay? So where's some up in that sometimes? But you gotta come at it from a Christ mind perspective. And Christ means the highest self. That's why they always show him with a halo over his head. Because that is the high consciousness. The Christ consciousness is the highest consciousness. So, it says in this book, if you had a Christ consciousness, the highest consciousness, you can read it for what it is. Okay? You can read it for what it is. And because it's telling you something else than what the church told you to see. Okay? And we'll get there. But it says, a man should leave his mother. Say again, leave his mother. And I might be misquoting a few words, but it's there. Leave his mother and cling to his wife. Now, the word cling is just that, cling. It didn't say, leave your mother, go get you a bachelor's pad. It said, leave your mother, go get you 5-10 women, jump them, make them start to hate themselves, screw them over, okay, diss them, lie to them and say you love them and you don't, have children by them and you know you're not going to marry them. It didn't say do all of that. It said leave your mother because your mother got you on the check when you up under her. Now if you're 18 years, you leave her, you go get another mother. That's what you're doing because that other woman is going to bring in a bloodline. It's like your mama brought in a bloodline. You got to leave up under her and go take care of another mother. Whatever ethnicity she is, you're going to take care of another mother's household bloodline. You are to defend and protect that bloodline. So don't go over to another ethnicity and come back talking junk like you are for the Matrix bloodline. And you know you weren't. But that's okay if that's what you want. If that's what you want to do, go do it. And do it to the fullest. And leave foul talkings about your mother out your mouth. If you're going to go do something, do it in peace. If you don't go do it in peace, that means you have been neglected on some type of level and you're traumatized. But if you're going to go look at another ethnicity, you better do it out of love. Because if you don't, people going to see what you're doing and it ain't going to stand. A house with a weak foundation never stands for long. Here's another one, 2:10. Hence, those who use fire as an aid to the attack show intelligence. Those who use water as an aid to attack gain an accession of strength. Okay? Watch when they come with that water flooding everything. That's to show how strong they are. Watch that. Okay? Fire was good. Back in the day, they destroyed a lot of things with fire. Now it's water. In the age of Aquarius, there's a lot of water coming around corners. Okay? Be aware of the art of war. Page 227. Be subtle. Be subtle. And use your spies for every kind of business. Did you hear that? Use your spies for every kind. So, whatever organization y'all in, fraternity, sorority, organization, teaming with spies. They'll never let it happen without doing that. They have to keep an eye on everything. It said in every kind of business. I don't care if you're in church, just teaming with spies. That's why I'm like, I try not to join anything. Okay? You can't capture me like that. You can't capture my mind. I'm free as a bird. Because I know a lot of stuff got number spies in it. And a lot of it to keep you looking a certain way and not 360 degrees. That y'all looking on it. 1, 2, 3. 3 degrees. It's all you got in the education. 3 degrees. Some of you, but the majority only have 1 degree. Because you don't study on your own afterwards. During graduation, you get the flat hat. You don't get the wizard's hat. You don't get the witch's hat. Has that cone up there. Means you're going towards higher knowledge. Okay? The cone. Be at the top of the pyramid cone, or you're going to hold up the base. Which is it? Now, you come out of graduation, you have a flat diamond on your head. Your tassel can't even have turnaround. You have to move your tassel to get to the other corner. There's no smooth transitions. Okay? You stay flat to the earth. You notice the board looks like a diamond. It's not a diamond. Turn it right. It's a cube. No, it's a square, I believe. And we know square is representative of the physical realm. Therefore, to me, the cap means during graduation, stay in health. Stay with no knowledge, stay in the physical. Don't raise your vibrations. Don't raise frequency, stay there. Watch what you're putting on, okay? Everything is a symbolism. And like I said, subliminal messages, y'all better look into. Once you start looking into subliminal messages, you see a lot of things that you didn't see before. I can look at a cartoon and see so much in it and turn it on. And I tell me, you ain't watching that. I tell me, you are not watching that. Why, mama? Look. You have to trust me on this one. Sometimes I see guns all up in the gates and stuff. And I was going to say this. What's up? One time I sat down and really started looking at these cartoons. Even YouTube video cartoons. What's up with the fascination of PCs? Y'all want to tell me, have y'all noticed this? there's a fascination with feces in the buttocks lately. Why are they trying to get our children comfortable with that? Somebody talk to me now. I give you 5 seconds. Yeah. They want your sons. Now, if you was thinking what I was thinking, you on point. Now, let me tell y'all this. When I open up this book, I get bookmarks and stuff from libraries and stuff when I go, because I read a lot of books and I need a lot of bookmarks. Now, I open up this thing and look at this bookmark. Look at this. Have y'all ever noticed the things in the papers you all get? Usually the black woman is alone on it. Have y'all noticed that? If you haven't noticed that, subliminal messages, okay? If you haven't taken notice, start taking notice of billboards, signs, commercials that come on. You're always alone on that. Y'all don't never say nothing. Y'all let these companies that represent you all any type of way. But y'all know how to get out here and voice your opinions on everything else. But when it comes to you all raising yourself up spiritually and saying no to certain things, y'all kind of weak. Why y'all be out here? And in the movies, why y'all let these people represent y'all like this? Why do you watch movies that don't represent you? First thing you do is you don't help them to make money in whatever that is that they are not representing you correctly on or in. You withdraw your finances. Do you all know about the city of Cairo, Illinois? Yeah. The black people that was in that town, I think it was like 1800s, something like that. But they kept getting strung up with the rope again and again and again. And it was dead. Oh, they went through some stuff in that town. Well, I'm going to tell you why the town looks like the way it does now. It's called a ghost town. But I don't know if the info is back out, but I got it off the internet years ago. They was talking about this town of Cairo and what it went through. But they scrubbed it since then. 20 years ago, 15 years ago, you can get some good knowledge. But they go and scrub it now, okay? But anyways, they said them black people got together in Cairo, Illinois, and said enough is enough. They had pictures of them just being strung up one after the other. It was terrorizing them. So the black people that was there got together and said, we get ready to starve them out. They stopped buying from all their businesses. And guess what happened? It all got dried up and they was forced to leave the town. That's why it was like a ghost town. That's the story behind that. I caught that story. Y'all can try to hide it now if you want, but I caught that story. Y'all don't want people to know that you can starve people out. That's power in that, though. If people don't treat you right, you can do that. Okay? Now, so I saw this bookmark and I said, look, there it is again. They got happy families, a mama, daddy, and a child. One day I was looking at the back of, I think it was my gas bill picture. And on the front, they had a little insert, with the bill. And on the insert, on the front, it had a black woman by herself paying her bills. Okay, the child was in the background. She was back paying her bills by herself. And on the back, it had an old white couple that was together, hugging up, been together for years. Subliminal message. And you know the message that's sent? And if your child sees that, he can read the message. The subconscious reads symbols, if you know it or not. So whatever you're looking at, your subconscious is reading all day, every day, doesn't stop, non-stop. So that's how subliminal messages get you. You look at something, it's going to tell your subconscious message. So if you look at this and say, oh, they have families. The Hispanic people and the Caucasian people have families that belong together. But my family don't. He's going to look at the back and say, it's just my mama by herself. That's the way it's supposed to be. No, it ain't. You falling for that mess. See, the media doing it to you. But, it's all good and dandy. Why? He's in the right. Oh, no, he ain't. You want to play victim? You know why he's in the right? Because you the one fell for it. If you fall for it, it is rightly done. If you lift up your mentals and no one is coming, and you know can't nobody turn me away from mama, can't nobody turn me away from my bloodline, then can he win? No. You got nothing to stand on. And you heard what they say, the pen is more powerful than a gun or something like that. Okay? However it goes, y'all know how it goes, said, but the power of the pen was even more powerful. Your mind is more powerful than the power of the pen. And then you want to go a little step farther. See, it was all to keep us away from our mentals. But I saw that. And they keep pushing everybody else together. And then we got to be separated. That means you can't get along anymore. So they're forcing the images to say, you can't get along anymore. You don't even belong together. So don't be together. It's all in the movies. Pushing off on your sons. They use the biggest, baddest athlete or actor in the field to have another ethnicity by his side. So they're teaching your sons, well, you can't get along with black women. You can't even get along with yourself. So you're going to marry this. They're being forced through the media to do it. Because a lot of y'all can say, I raised my son right to love who he was. So what happened? The media got him. This is what happened. Because everywhere he walks, you can go on the store. All in the underwear section. All up in the weight lift section. There your son is by another ethnicity, left in waist, hugging on her with the whole family. Y'all ain't getting this. Y'all ain't peeping none of this. You can't help but to see it as soon as you walk out your door. Almost. Even on the food packages. Now, your daughter ain't got a man on there. Why melanated family ain't on there? See, this is stuff y'all gotta start asking. Whenever you see a package like that, you should start buying it. Because you gotta be like, where my family at? See, it's what you do to yourself that causes the enemy to win. But the enemy thinks you all are weak-minded. Rightfully so, I say. Now, let's keep going. I'm going to do one more maybe, and then I'll do another one later. It's called The Art of War. Okay, let me go to page 176. And then I'm going to be done because it's almost 50 minutes. Here it is. When the enemy's men were united. When y'all got together and united yourselves and say, oh, we gonna do something. We gonna make a change. And don't go on the street picketing. Okay. Because it gets you nowhere. Picketing gets you nowhere. I don't know if y'all know that or not. Y'all just real stupid out there. Picketing gets you nowhere. Using your mind gets you somewhere. That's a physical thing. What you overcoming? What you doing? You ain't overcoming nothing. What you doing is walking outside your house about what you not gonna do and what they not gonna do to you. They're like, you don't scare me with that. Okay, but you supposed to be somewhere using your mind. It's best if you go sit up in your house and use your mind than to be out there picketing. I said it. Now, it says, when the enemy's men were united, they got together, all of them together, united, they managed to keep them in disorder. Come by me again. I'm going to give y'all 5 seconds to digest that. They managed to keep them in disorder. Like I said, all your organizations and all that, they got other people in there. Spies, they in there. You might not know, but they're in there. You might not never tell. And it's there to keep you in disorder. But y'all just ain't getting it, man. Y'all eyes, man, it's time to open your eyes. You can't go into the golden age like this. You just can't. They come and bring disorder. Once you reunite, they do something to bring disorder. So if you see disorder coming, you know who's doing it. But you're accepting it though. It can be stopped, but you're accepting it. So you accept the disorder. Okay? You try to do something good, come and snatch it down. You raise up a Wall Street, you bring disorder amongst you, you get a few Uncle Toms acting a fool, usually your own people doing the job too. Don't think I don't know. So a few Uncle Toms raised up within the organization to destroy the unity that you got going on. A lot of times they send out bait people. They come out, if you're doing good, neighborhoods, you're trying to raise something up, bait people come out. And they look like you and I, and they come out and they start saying, hey brother, how you doing? Yeah. So this is what y'all doing? Beware of those type of people. Oh yeah, that's good. What else y'all got going? And they keep questioning. Yeah, what else y'all got going? That's good. And they go back and tell the enemy, yeah, they get better. They create a whole community. And that's what they no. May want a soldier out look like you. So you best open your eyes because everybody smoking looking like you ain't for you either. But how y'all think all these white folks out here doing what they doing? Somebody knew how you eat, how you think, how you talk, how you walk, what you like, what you don't like. Somebody knew that. And it had to be your kinfolk. Look, kinfolk are the main ones that will take you out. They're the most jealous, the most hateful people known to man they can be. It's your kinfolk. So, you know that, you'll be more mindful. Just about they come in, hey, let me help you on that. You don't question nothing. You went, where you come from? Yeah, so what's your deal here? Who sent you? What you want? What you need to get somebody that you've been trusting for years. Don't go off and get somebody brand new out of nowhere to run your organizations and stuff. You don't know who that is. You know, get somebody you're familiar with, man. Y'all got to get smart. Y'all got to move smart out here. Got to move smart. Got to let anybody in to take over whatever you built. No. Let your children do the job. It's called building dynasties and stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with having money. Ain't a doggone thing wrong with it. But y'all want to sit here and cry to poor mouth. Ain't nothing wrong with having money. And having dynasties and lots of land. Ain't nothing wrong with that. A lot of y'all left that land in the South and ran up here because they sold you a dream in the city. End up working like a slave for the rest of your life. Probably regretting it. Okay, I think I'll do one more. Okay, I'm going to leave you all with this one. He who exercises no forethought, but makes light of his opponents. You make light of them. You like, they good now. We singing Kumbaya. You know, everybody love us. Everybody like us when we play basketball. Everybody hugging on us. And you think everything is fine. You don't think your opponent know what they doing. You don't think they doing some underhanded mess, some of them. And I ain't saying all of them now. You know what I'm saying? You don't think there's some underhanded mess going on? There's a leopard changing spots. All right. Okay. So he who exercises no forethought, I'm trying to get y'all to raise your mind states, okay? Now, he who exercises no forethought but makes light of his opponents is sure, read that again, is sure to be captured by him. Okay? It's the audible. This is old stuff. A lot of people don't use this to win wars. Okay? You're sure to be captured. You make light of them. They always say, know your enemy. You better know who they are, because they know you. They know who you are, because there's somebody going against you. I don't care who you say it is. Somebody doing the job, and they doing it good. You ain't got no guns on you. You ain't got no shackles on your feet. You're not being a sharecropper or anything like that. They're not trying to own your family and make you work for them for free. Slaves existed because people didn't know who they were, that God existed inside of them. That's what made people slaves. If y'all don't raise your mentals up, that's where you're going back to being. You look at me like I'm crazy all you want to, because you have to lift your mind state up. Now, a lot of them already did. A lot of them know all this spiritual stuff. Y'all don't know nothing about that stuff. What's that? Calling people witch because they got some stones. Earthly stones that ground your butt. They can help you with some of your traumas. You gonna go, oh, she's a witch. Uh-huh, yeah. That's the same rock that God made. They know more than you. Rightfully so, because you've been sleeping. And I ain't got nothing to say about all of it, because, like I said, they raising themselves up. Got industry. Used to have industry. You got industry no more. So ain't no what. There's only one way for you to go. Up. Get up out of there. You better get back in the heart. You better get back in the heart, because y'all got lowered in the heart. Used to be somewhere around that heart. Used to love your women. Used to love your kids, your children. Kids be good, but you should love your children. Now you don't even love. And I hear y'all. I can have a submissive woman and you call her trophy wife. You don't love her. You just got her around so you can go places looking like you some big time person. Okay, you give her money out like she's a dog or a pet. You give her stuff like she's some dog, and you manage the money, and she can't touch your bank account. Where's the love at in that, huh? Nowhere to be found. But at the same time, you have to be in the heart chakra. Y'all don't exist in the heart chakra. You gotta, even to get midway, you gotta meet the heart. Some of y'all skip over the heart and try to get to heaven. Well, if you do that and you hop in that spiritual realm like that, and you haven't anchored yourself into the physical world, you're floating away, thinking you bigger and better than everybody. No heart, you ain't connected to the heart. And a lot of women, a lot of y'all out here call me dusties and all that stuff. I want to be a rich man. All rich people are not upright. Did you all know that? I don't know if y'all know that. All rich men are not upright. And all poor men are not upright. So, having said that, so you're trying to go get you a rich man. The rich man could be just high into the spiritual realm without being connected to the heart, which would make him cold. Okay? Usually they're grounded. That's the reason why he got the money, he was grounded. Okay? But some people try to skip over the heart. Makes you cold, lonely. Get a spouse, the spouse is going to fill it. So you have to be aware of what you're asking for, because you just might get it. Okay? Make sure whoever you get is in the heart chakra. They're not skipping over that. When you get them, they want to know all the physicals about you. All the physicals. Nothing about the mind state. Nothing about that. Watch that. Okay? So, having said that, I'm just going to leave y'all right there. But also, I had another bookmark sitting there. I haven't touched that book in quite a few days. But inside the book, this bookmark read, "This book is awesome." Now you can say, what does that mean? Nothing is by accident. Nothing is an accident. Everything happens for a reason. And this is an awesome book, and I totally agree with this bookmark. And at the end it says Mo, M-O, exclamation mark right there. It says Mo. And then, if you know that you can exchange vowels with each other, it reads Ma. Okay. So, let's go. But it's time for y'all to head up. And I read a book years ago, and it was talking about the black man and where is he headed. And a lot of them said, well, it seems like the black man is headed towards spiritual mastery. And today, for what I see, I agree. Y'all had hip-hop. Y'all let it go. Y'all let it be bought out. Now, everybody around the world has it. So you create, and you've been creating for a very long time. It don't tell you how long you've been creating and inventing. So it seems like you ran out of gas on that. Y'all just hanging around for something. No, you're not just hanging around for something. It's time to get your mind stakes right. It's time to go up spiritually, up that ladder. Meet the heart and keep on going until you master that. Master frequency, vibration, and energies. You have to go and get that. You have to. Okay? You have to get up there. You can't stay in hell for long. Okay? You can't get to heaven unless you get out of hell. Okay? At the same time, sometimes you have to ground yourself, because without a hell, there's no heaven. How would you know there's a heaven if there was no hell? So all things in balance. But the heart is the midsection. Okay? It's going to keep you grounded, and it's going to bring love. Because you can't go that way without love, if you're smart. But if you do, it's a catastrophe. It leads you to being cold, airheaded, and you don't need that. You need to connect to the matrix. That's what matrix means, the mom, the mother. You need to connect back to mother. Okay? This is her simulation. At least in the physical. But it's ruled by the Atlas. Alright. That's all for today. Yes, it's been 1 hour. I hope y'all got something from this. And y'all gonna have to bring back love for one another. Y'all cold as ice out here. And these children are suffering for it. They're seeing it. And they know y'all acting like y'all ain't got good sense. And they see how much y'all in the lower selves. But this coming generation is going to be better. They're going to start being more spiritual. And I noticed a lot of them not even highly sexual like our generation was. Like Generation Z and the baby boomers, highly sexual people. And the baby boomers so much so that they'll go their own children. You know. Not all of them, but some of them did, okay? But this generation, I can tell, the betas, whatever you want to call them, are the ones that are now, being born now, or being born since the later half of the 2000s, are going to be more spiritual minded. All that sex and stuff, you're not going to be able to get them on that. They're interested in all things mental. All right, well, y'all be good. I'll talk to y'all later.